The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
And I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
Hey, Nick, go handle our light work.
Bowl games matter.
I would like a cold cut sandwich. You can call him Eamon Owens because he ain't got no D and he ain't got no J.
James Madison.
Turn your body cams off. Do what you do.
Gabe is calling for free pizza because he said the show started at 8:30 and said we were late. I don't believe that. That's not true. I want to see the tape on that one because I hit go live 2 seconds before the scheduled time. It's Tuesday. This is Craft Fruit Sports. I'm Mike. Scott's here. Scott, how you feeling, man?
Well, ain't no free pizza, Gabe. You can cut that shit out. We will go back and watch the tape. We will call New York, get the replay booth involved, but there's no free pizza. I can promise you that. We were live on time. That's all I have to say. I'm doing great.
It was the 8 o'clock minute. It didn't go to 8:01, so it counts. As long as it's at 8 o'clock, we're good. We're in the clear.
Right.
We've got a little grace period there for buffering.
59 seconds to be exact.
Have you recovered from trade deadline?
Holy moly. Well, that was pretty whirlwind. Yeah, I was wrong. I did not think it was going to be so crazy. I mean, not a lot of big names, but very fast moving. And the Braves just watch it all go by. It was pretty fun.
The Reds did a really cool thing and traded within the division, so that was fun.
I was like, Chris and I had just kind of wrapped up talking about that, and it was like, I kind of expected them to add something, and then the moment the show ended, Reds ship out. I was like, oh, I guess Frankie Montas means they're sellers. Never mind.
Yep.
Just
sellers,
like that.
Sellers to a division rival. So thank you, Reds, for just kicking me in the crotch on the MLB trade deadline. Mookie, speaking of kicking in the crotch, Mookie has had a day. He is in a grumpy mood, despite Team USA winning in soccer today in the Olympics. Just in a bad, foul mood. Mookie, you gonna make it tonight, man?
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll figure our way out there. I forgot. I didn't even tell you boys that my day started at 4 a.m. too, so I probably should.
Oh man!
Yeah. Well, unlike some people, I didn't get to take a nap and recuperate.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
whoa!
Yeah. So yeah,
I put in my 8 hours. Okay, I deserve a post work nap.
Be real. Be real. It's more like 6, probably 5.5.
Ooh, 4. No. I mean, 4.
Strange question. Do you eat lunch?
No, it's the middle of the morning. No, there's no hunger involved during my shift. I mean, every now and then I'll
power
have like
straight
snack,
through, huh?
Yeah, no, I usually don't even really think about food on my shift.
And yeah, Robert Taylor's right. Y'all should be afraid because he says Mookie's in a grumpy mood. Oh no, now he's going to ruin the show in stupid ways instead of ignorant ways. You're absolutely right, and I can't wait to tell you about the first show Google that happened pre-show just to prove a point.
I don't think we should. I don't. That's the one time I'm gonna say no on peeling back the curtain for that.
Yeah,
you gonna say pass on the anatomy lesson? All right.
I'm normally good with like, hey, before the show, this happened and we were cracking up. That one,
no, that's the line.
That stays in. That stays in house.
But I will say, back to
reasons.
Mike's point about our boys showing up well here today. They looked like a good team. It was surprising. They probably could have had 2 or 3 more, but they looked like a good side. I was very pleasantly amused. So we'll see if that carries into the knockout stages, but I'm actually feeling optimistic. And the women, they're just rolling. Just old school U.S. women's national team excellence. Oh, beautiful thing to watch.
they have been killing it. We brought in a friend tonight because we weren't sure if Mookie was going to be on air. And then at the last minute, Mookie was like, okay, I'm going to be on air. And we were like, great, we've got a foursome tonight. Matt Barr hanging out with us. Matt, how you feeling, man?
I'll tell you what, my day started at 9. I took a nap this afternoon. I left work an hour early because I was supposed to have softball games, got canceled because of the rain. I got free pizza.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right,
Hit him with the mute button. That's the feisty one
and
tonight.
the camera switch was fun.
Yeah, well, I wasn't about to just sit there and take that verbal abuse about waking up at 9 and then taking mid-afternoon naps. And then the coup de grace of getting off early. Like, no, not tonight. Not in the mood for that.
Can I just say real quick before we go back into your day recap, Matt? This is the last show in my 30s, and this is the oldest we've ever sounded. Where we're like, well, I woke up at 9 a.m. today. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I went to work. And hey, do you eat when you're at work? I'm just curious about that. Oh no, I don't eat at work. I just power right through. Okay.
If you're up working a full 8-hour day, like at some point you think you need to put a little fuel in the engine. But I could also see how at that weird hour you're just firing off pure chemicals and you don't need no calories. I was honestly curious.
Weird opening theme of the show is to just start talking about some old people shit for a good 10 minutes before we realize we haven't introed the beer. So welcome to the show, Mike. This is how it's been for at least the last 4 weeks, I feel like.
No, it has been, but this felt even older. And I don't know if it's because of the impending 40 that's coming up next week or if it's like this was just really old person content. But good Lord, man, what are we doing? Robert, that's right. Robert turns 40 on Saturday. Happy birthday, Robert. A couple August birthdays hanging out. Sorry, Matt Barr. Didn't mean to interrupt your schedule for the day. So then tell us about the yard work you did this afternoon.
I got a guy for that. No, I did see Tyson's comment that called me everyone's favorite foursome member, and I agree with that because I ain't no Raisin Bran up in this bitch. So,
there's a callback.
I'm just ready to go. Let's
true.
go.
You are not Raisin Bran. You're the Cinnamon Toast Crunch to this mashup here tonight, Matt. We got a great show tonight. We are going to talk some Olympics. I have an amazing story from my son that I want to get to from our Olympic viewing. We got to talk about we got gold in gymnastics today. Also, I'm a huge rugby fan now, and everybody rediscovered handball. It's great. The Olympics they've hooked me. I'm back in. Also, we're going to talk a little bit of baseball, a trade story that Scott and Chris did not talk about last night, but the Red Sox have the chance to do one of the funniest things I've ever seen in baseball history. And we'll talk Rory McIlroy making the right decision for his country. We'll get to all of that. Before we do, Abbar's kicks tested, mother approved.
Wow.
I mean, I thought that was a compliment, but maybe
it is, but it's clearly making Matt Barr feel a certain way.
The deeper implications. Keep your hands away from the kids.
You thought the Christian church was mad about the Last Supper.
Scott, what is in your mug tonight? Rated on Caesar's scale, dog or no dog?
Yet the second week in a row I was disappointed in my venture out, so I stuck with what brought me to this. I'm going back to Saunders Divot. I did not want to waste. I actually was craving this over the weekend and thought to myself, I need to save it for the show. But it's the Arnold Palmer Ale, the Arnold Palmer Ale. Yeah, that 4.5%, but it bangs. It's a dope.
I'm so jealous of that beer. I still haven't seen it out at the one store that I showed.
Yeah, dude, it's. I am so mad that they don't carry this shit.
The one place I go to doesn't have it. It's so aggravating. Mookie, what are you drinking tonight? Dog or no dog?
Oh, it's an absolute dog. This is a tried and true, old reliable when you need to just kind of slow things down a bit and pump the brakes. I'm rocking with Budweiser Zero tonight, boys. So put me over the hill. But after the last couple days and knowing what's up ahead this weekend, we're gonna take one off. We're gonna be here. We're gonna participate, have some fun, but we just need a little reset. That's all.
Mookie, you can't take days off, buddy. You gotta train. You got like what do you think? You think you training for a marathon? You just like stop running one day? No, you got to build that endurance up, baby.
No.
Rest days don't count. That's not what I'm talking about.
If you're training for a marathon, the way to do it is you never ever train for a marathon or do anything active at all, and then you just say, "I'm going to go run the marathon." You show up and you run it. Like that's how you run a marathon.
I think we just found another video that needs to happen. Mookie runs a marathon where
I will tell you this right now. I was bullshitting then, but I will tell you God's honest truth. I could go out and run a 10K tomorrow, not even gonna blink. I could knock that out without a problem.
Okay, 10K.
You'd be so dead.
10K and 26.2 miles.
All right, fine. A 20K. I'll do a 20K, no problem tomorrow.
Yeah, 20K is 12 miles there, bud. That's not even half marathon.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll just do a half marathon. There you go.
But that's not a marathon.
Ain't no one got time for a full fucking marathon. It's like 3
Go out.
hours, dude. I don't have time for that shit.
It takes how long?
You think you could do a marathon in 3 hours? This needs to happen now.
The Greek god of marathons over here, yo.
Okay, fine. Maybe like 5 hours.
5.
I would take the over. I would mash the over
Yeah,
on Mookie running a 5-hour marathon. Mash it.
Okay, here you go. Sarah in the comments, she said she ran a 1776 on the 4th of July with no training. Do that for America.
On a
Happily.
10K? Sweet Jesus.
Sarah, I'm talking about Mookie here though. It's not this is not anybody else. This is singularly Mookie. There is no way. There is no way.
What, a 5-hour marathon? Is that what you're talking about?
Anything.
I said he's done 4 marathons
finish.
in barely
I
over
don't
5
think you would
hours.
finish a marathon if you went to run one this weekend. I guarantee
Dude,
you
hands
wouldn't.
down, I absolutely would finish. I don't think you understand the stubbornness I possess that I would force myself to finish. I might die after, but I would be like, no, fuck these guys. Just to prove a point, I'm going to drag my ass across that finish line if it takes me 12 hours.
It's
Well, Taylor's
104 laps around a high school track. That's a 26 mile. 104.
Okay, so you do 10 of those an hour for 10 hours. Like, that's not that bad.
You just double your 5-hour limit.
Marathon to 10 hours.
Well, because that's easy math, dude. I wasn't going to go and divide by like 5 because then I would have to double it and say,
You're
okay,
gonna
20
know
laps
he
is
wasn't
10
gonna
hours,
go
5 hours.
divide it in half again. That would be crazy.
Robert,
Yeah, I was told there'd be no math in this show.
This is Mookie being stupid or ignorant. Tyson said, Mookie's dumb, you guys.
Also, Sarah chiming in. This is both, Robert.
Yeah.
I
Robert,
stand by everything I've said because I know that you're not going to actually call me on none of it, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I want Gabe rightfully pointing out
Mookie
math. Tyson with never mind. I started to read.
Oh,
and
don't
then I
worry,
stopped
I'll
reading.
answer
Nope.
all of them.
Matt Barr, what's in your mug? Rated on 7 scale, dog or no dog?
I am drinking Distorted Perception from Hardywood Brewing here in Richmond, Virginia. It is a juicy IPA, 7%, lots of fruit flavors in it, lots of different malts, lots of different hops. It just released. I've been drinking it nonstop since the brewery brought it out. Big time, dog.
That sounds amazing. God, everybody with just good sounding beer except for Mookie, because he's training for America.
Bro, come on.
Let
Come
me
on. As far as the NAs go, Budweiser Zero ain't bad.
I'd go Heineken Zero for my NA of choice. That's
fair.
that's my go-to. All right, let's go.
I don't know what any of them taste like. Be a man.
I mean, yeah.
My non-alcoholic choice is Natty Light. Just my non-alcoholic choice.
My non-alcoholic choice is just straight water. If we're gonna fuck around, like I'm not gonna bother drinking flavored water.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
But
Cool.
sometimes you're on a cruise and you've got appendicitis and you want to have a beer and you're not allowed to, so you have a.
All right. Well, I mean, if it's already been paid for in a drink package and you have appendicitis, then all right,
Exactly.
fair enough. Under those circumstances, I'll allow it.
All right, let's check and see what everybody else is drinking in the comments. Robert is having, he said he went back in the time machine, the Wayback Machine, excuse me. Garage Brewing, 6.4% marshmallow milk stout. It's still delicious and decently thick for a low ABV. Dog.
He said low at 6.4 because he's so used to drinking 14 and higher.
Oh, it's priming the pump. He took an off night. He went with a 6.4. Mookie goes NA. Robert goes 6.4
On the light end.
Gabe is drinking Trey Agave's organic tequila on the rocks. Dog. That sounds amazing. I've gotten better at tequila. Tequila was always like a
Tres Agave is pretty solid though. Like that's one of the few tequilas that I can tolerate.
I don't know if it's good or bad what we buy. I've been my wife got El Jimador, and that's what I've been sipping.
I don't know if I've had that one.
See, I
I'll have to
can't
try that
sip
one.
tequila. Just that's not.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
never.
I'm not a huge I was gonna say I'm not a huge sipper of tequila.
Matt Barr, you sip tequila? Can you sip tequila?
I think I spent too much time in Mexico because I will do anything with tequila. Just give it to me some way. I'm
He's
gonna
like,
enjoy it.
soak it in a tampon. I'll put it up my butt. Just give me the tequila, y'all.
I'll keister some tequila. Let's go.
Has anyone ever actually done that? I need to know. Like,
Yeah, those high school kids that were.
no, I
talking
meant
about
like
on the
us
show.
or
what
like
do you mean?
someone on the like in.
Oh
the
no,
comment
no,
section,
no!
like,
Hopefully nobody you know. Like no.
I don't know, man. We know some degenerates. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, still, hopefully nobody you know has done that. I mean, this was some high school.
I got up
teenage
at
girl
9 and I
shit.
hear kids are soaking tampons in tequila and sticking them up their poopers.
How does Lou Holtz feel about this?
Lou Holtz just doesn't believe that this is actually happening. There's absolutely no way that there are children of God and they're shaking tampons soaked in tequila and sticking it up their booty holes, okay? There's just no way. I can't believe it. And then again, I've been wrong before, so who knows? I'll just pray for him. I'll say a little prayer.
God bless you. Go Irish.
It'll never not be funny. I don't give a shit.
It's so good. Sarah's.
I want my. That's how I want my funeral to wrap up. God bless you, go Irish. Like, did he like? No, he actually hated the Irish. Loved that Lou Holtz moment.
so I got to have a special moment this weekend with my family. We were up at an Airbnb for the weekend, and I'd been saving that video to share because, of course, my parents don't watch the show. My dad, being a Notre Dame grad of '83, I knew he'd love it. So we're sitting there at dinner one day, and they're just we're all talking. Like, so how's the show? How are things going? I go, oh shit, hold on a minute. Grab my phone, connect to the AirPlay on the TV in the room, and just throw it up in all its glory. And my dad keeps looking over at me like, I'm like, no, just keep it. It's not done. Just keep watching. And then we spent like the next half hour dissecting it, just like we do here. And it was magic. It was magic. It was worth every penny.
Like, see, like, look at that family bonding moment,
Right?
that
Exactly.
you guys with, like, all because of a joke. Like, this is amazing.
Thank you, Coach Holtz. Way to bring the family together.
See, it's not the nose; it's the yeses with
Yes.
A fool me can't get fool again, okay? Sarah's drinking Yazoo Brewing Sunlight Lager Limited. She didn't say whether it's a dog or not, but I'm assuming that's it.
Lou Holtz doing George Bush Jr. God damn it! You gotta hit us with a warning next time. Oh fuck! That is one of the greatest all-time quotes. I quoted that shit the other day, and oh, what a great moment in American history.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite things that a president has ever said. It's right up there with like, ask not what your country can do for you. A fool me can't get fooled again. It's the pause and the hand that gets me.
The hesitation as he realizes, oh fuck.
Oh fuck. I'm over my skis on this one.
Right, just commit. Say it with authority. Nobody will question it. Oh god.
Biscuit said they don't make vanilla milk powder, so I use coffee creamer to make vanilla milk. It's a dog.
That's nice. I like it.
Tyson said, let your appendix burst like a man, you co-op. I am not a co-op. All right, I think. Oh, Biscuit, before he said before he got sober, he used to mix tequila with 151.
Holy
Lord.
Shit.
That's
some man juice.
Matt Barr, would you mix tequila with 151?
My God.
Yeah, probably.
Shit got weird down there in Mexico.
It sounds
Hey, man,
dangerous.
it's some all-inclusive resorts, man. They'll get you. You know, they'll mix anything down there, and you just kind of say yes.
Just say yes.
Rex, I
Or as
apologize.
you would say in Mexico, sí.
Rex, I didn't see your comment. I'm sorry. He's drinking the ultimate drink, a nice, refreshing glass of ice cold water. Always a dog. Always. All right. I am drinking Dominga. This is from the New Belgium pack that I got last week. This one's got like agave in it. It's grapefruit Paloma, made with agave, golden lime, and grapefruit and lime extracts. 8% because your boy has had a week, and it's a dog.
And it's Tuesday.
And it's Tuesday.
I said what I said. I made that statement for a specific reason. All right, fellas. I say we start off the show talking some Olympics here.
I always love when Mike makes a new graphic, and in retrospect, you realize the calmness with which he goes into it. He holds such a good poker face.
This thing.
I mean, it's not about him hiding it in the thing because he knows that you're not going to look for anything unless you go in there rearranging shit. But him just dropping it in there with this smug quietness on his face. Let's talk some Olympics, and didn't like knowing that shit was coming. God damn it!
Can we hit
well
it
done
one more time? Because
oh yeah, we're hitting that again for sure. Hit it.
Man,
That is what I imagine Mookie running a marathon looks like. Oh, this is great podcasting, by the way. At no point have we described anything that is happening.
Well, I think if they want to see, they need to tune in. That's
YouTube, but
that was.
This is a TV show that becomes a podcast.
I've realized as I made that one today, I was like, man, every transition that we use is like people getting hurt, like every single one,
and it's always funny though.
Well, exactly, it's always funny.
It's the best.
Why mess with it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
It is why blooper reels exist. We enjoy watching other people fuck up.
Dude, she went full Scorpion with it too. Like this chick tripped hard.
Why was the hurdle sitting like that? Why wasn't the hurdle up properly?
I can't
because it was lower. They
wanted
to lower it.
And what was she doing exactly? Like, it's just her by herself on this track, running from like off the track. I have so many questions.
It was like the 110 hurdle starting point, right? So she's a little bit further back, and then
she never jumped.
It wasn't even a hurdle. It's not a hurdle. If you look at it, hurdles are taller on one.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is.
Like glide over, and Stephanie forgot to drag her foot.
Yeah, come on, Stephanie.
Oh,
get it clean. As Sarah White says, she biffed it 100%. I applaud you, sir. I applaud you. There were a lot of things you probably
I like to think his Google history search too, like Olympic injuries.
It started off with Olympic fails, and then I was like, NBC might be litigious. Let's just see track and field bloopers, and then I found that one, and I was like, nailed it. So it only took 2 searches.
How many did you even look at before you found that glory?
I went through about 15 different options.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
because that struck me as like one of those magic ones where you see it first and you're like, "Yep, that's it, we're done." That is exactly what I
had a couple other ones because what spurred this on was there was a video that was circulating this week of a Filipino diver that like did the flips and then just like landed flat on his back, and everybody was like, "This is me when I lied to get the job," and it's like that. But I found out, so I researched that because I was like, "What? Did this really happen?" And it was in like some Pan Am games. It wasn't the Olympics, but then that got me thinking. Yeah. Oh man, what other fun Olympic fails are there? I almost settled on one. There was one where they were doing the steeplechase and they jumped over the hurdle like into the water, and the whole group jumps over, and then one person just right into the water, and that one made me giggle. But I was like, nah, NBC might hit us with a copyright
cease and desist
for using
what you really needed is one of the pole vault guys that goes over the bar, and then the bar just.
Oh yeah, couldn't do that.
Catches the goods.
Couldn't do that.
Goods on the way down. Man, I gotta tell you, 7 steps and a jump with that pole vault. Ooh, that'll get you. I do like Rex's sip chug drain pour that he suggested.
No, I don't, because it doesn't have the best drop listed. So,
but that's not the game. If
it does have the best drop listed.
Okay, hold on. Now we got to back up. Let's determine this. Matt Barr, what is the best drop that we utilize?
Is the tennis drop, and it's not close.
No,
It's not close.
no.
It's not.
I mean, it's
Pretty good.
It's great.
It's
pretty
It's
good.
great.
Scott.
Dude, it doesn't beat Ian Kinsler face planting to fucking shit.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
That gets me already.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. They're also pointing out that there are a lot of drops that people are not getting hurt. The golf drop, nobody gets hurt. Football drop, nobody gets hurt. It's Tecmo Bowl. So there are drops. I misspoke. That's true. But I want to do this. I want to do this sip, chug, drain, pour. Olympic drop, tennis drop, golf drop. Let's play them all right now, and we'll sip, chug, drain, pour this one.
I'm not
So
respecting the game.
what?
I'm not respecting the game.
You respect the goddamn game, Scott. All right, Olympic
you
drop.
won't.
Tennis drop. Golf drop. Goddamn.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Scott, you go first since you aren't going to respect the game. Respect the game.
Okay. I know it's the most recent contender, but I'm not going to let recency bias get me. So I am going to pour drain the Olympic drop.
Ooh.
Wow.
I am going to chug the golf drop. And yeah, I mean, Matt Maher may be wrong about it being the best one, but it's the best of these three by a country fucking mile. That tennis drop, come on down. We
Matt Barr, congratulations, you nailed it.
Yeah, my name. Yeah, Matt Barr has different thoughts than Matt Maher does.
Yeah, well,
not to be confused with Bill Maher.
Served.
But I agree with Scott wholeheartedly. It's sip the tennis, it's chug the golf, and it's drain pour the Olympic. Only because it's not going to be until 2028 that y'all get to use it again.
That's a good point. That's
So
a
it's
good
all-
point.
I mean, but the Olympics in LA, we gonna have to make a new drop. Like we gonna have to do something big.
It's-
for that. We're gonna have to go
It's
big.
gonna have to be a speed skater wiping out and taking the entire field with them. Yeah, that's my favorite fail. I still have to disagree though. To me, you're right on the sip of tennis because it's so versatile and it's got 100% hit rate. But I gotta then chug the Olympic drop and pour drain the golf drop. The golf drop's good, but at the same time, it's just like after a while, you're like, yeah, that's just normal. But the Olympic drop, the pain, the just revelry and prestige of that music behind it. Plus, again, Blondie goes full freaking Scorpion. It's great to watch people get hurt.
Her name is Stephanie.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. Stephanie goes full Scorpion.
Let's let the cook decide. All right, let's let the cook decide.
All right.
Well, he did.
No,
he
I
did
didn't.
not.
I haven't gone.
Oh, I
yet
thought
on
you were
this
referring to
one.
Rex as the cook. Sorry. Apologies.
This motherfucker right here.
He came up with it.
No, I meant the one who created all the damn drops. Jeez.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I'm gonna sip tennis. I'm gonna chug Olympics, and then I am drain pouring golf.
I cannot believe that recency bias got you too.
It did not get me here. There's a reason why the golf one. I don't. The video is fine. The sound got overused, and that's why I've kind of grown that I don't like it as much. It's fine. It does its purpose. But
look, I'm a sucker for anybody screaming fucking anguish, so that's always gonna get me.
Gabe said we should do a live podcast.
Hell yeah, we've got 4 years to plan this shit out. I'm sure the wives will be down.
I mean, shit, at that time, they'll probably want a vacation themselves, right? Don't we just spin it that way?
I would love
to go to LA.
I would love to go up to Alex tonight and be like, hey, we were talking about it on the show, and we want to do a live podcast in LA for the Olympics in 2028. And I want her to just be like, you're still going to be doing this in 4 years? That's the reaction I will get.
I mean,
Can you
you've already
imagine?
done it
Can you
for
imagine
2
a
Olympic
conversation? Can
cycles.
you imagine a conversation that would open the live show in LA? Oh, took my Metamucil last night. Feeling pretty good, boys. Let's go. We ready to get after this?
again, keeping with tradition of at least the last 4 weeks. Yes, absolutely. We'll be talking about our ailments in 2028.
Look, I'm just
God, I had a
forward,
connecting flight in Atlanta. It was a pain in the ass. You know what Atlanta airport's like, right? Oh, good Lord. I had gate A to gate F. Are you kidding me right now? Seriously? I had to get there. I had to wake up at 4 a.m. And then
dude. You know what?
In like 20 minutes. It was unbelievable. Why did we wake up?
You know the next.
Just described my literal last trip to LA that I just did like 3 weeks ago, where I got up at 4 to get to the airport to connect in Atlanta from A to F. I got off my plane. We got delayed here in Richmond. I got off my plane. I asked the dude at the gate, "Hey, do you think I'm gonna make it to my gate in time?" He goes, "Nah, son, but I believe in you." And I sprinted my happy ass across the Atlanta airport, and I was the last person on my flight.
Spoiler alert, he didn't believe in you.
He did not, but guess what? Stuck, gate man. I'm on my way to LA, and you're still working in the Atlanta airport.
Robert, he was not in SoCal. He was in Mexico. Madbar was not in SoCal. Mookie, you were about to say something. Now you're angry again.
No, I'm not at all. But I think we found our next cameo guest host for the show, and it's got to be that dude from the Progressive commercials who like helps homeowners not turn into their parents. He can come on.
Yeah, dude, those commercials are pretty fucking funny.
They're so great. They're lately where it's like, oh, it's really coming down out there, and he's like, no one cares. Oh, you got the cold front blowing in. Nobody asked. Like, dude, they strike so true. It's scary sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Olympics. So, women's gymnastics team won gold today. Simone Biles crushed it on the floor routine. The pink fanny, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know who this is or why they're asking, but this needs to be addressed.
Matt just ditched away to go get a pink fanny pack, I'm assuming.
Lauren Corey Phillips asked.
We'll wait for Matt to come back. We're gonna leave it blank, just an empty screen, just looking at all. What kind of bottles does Matt have? A Bailey's bottle above his fireplace?
Hey man, I have whatever fucking liquor bottles are in my house. I don't really talk about it.
Oh, okay. It's not
fanny pack.
Oh, that's cute.
Pink fanny pack. I bring it on all my Mexico trips.
Nice.
There you go.
Keeps all the valuables in here. Yeah. So Corey was down in Mexico with me. That's why he's asking about it.
Nice. All right.
I mean, it's a stylish fanny pack. You're never.
That's gonna get attention too. You go on the beach with the
Is that good? Do you want that attention though? Is that how you get robbed?
No. I'm talking about the good type of attention,
like from the ladies.
Yeah, you're gonna get the good.
I'd be like, look at that fat, pudgy gay ginger.
Wow.
Race card.
Because I'm pretty sure that was a hard R right
That
there.
was a hard R.
Saying,
he's
like,
a ginger. If I'm saying
it,
he's a ginger.
That's unacceptable, Scott. That's twice tonight that you've used a hard R, and I don't appreciate it at all, sir. At all. Matt, how does do you pull with that bag, with that fanny pack?
Yeah, but it's me, so I fumble the bag. Just
attaboy.
Just so
way to do it. All right, so women's U.S. gymnast win gold. Simone Biles crushed it. So I wanted to tell this story. So we're watching the gymnastics qualifying earlier in the week, or I guess it was late last week, and we're all on the couch. The whole family's on the couch watching, and I had this moment where I'm like, man, this is pretty cool. Like I remember being a kid watching the Olympics with my parents, and like it was everybody's around the TV watching it together. And we're watching the gymnasts. It was the French team was doing their rotation. And my 8-year-old stops talking for a second and just goes, I felt a tickle in my penis. And then just went back to watching the TV.
That's incredible. A tickle in my penis. Wow.
And
my wife looked at
grinned.
me. What's that?
And he like turned to you and grinned about it, or like,
well, he turned and he like, hey, this is weird. This is a weird feeling, and then just went back to the TV. And my wife looked at me like, handle this, and I just had to hold back from laughing. I was just doing my best, my ass off at him describing what was happening as a tickle in his penis.
So
I mean, the old step into manhood, the old boner watching the Olympics. There's nothing more American.
and call me naive, but I can't help but think like, what's there to handle? Just don't even say shit. Just like, let it happen. Be like,
I feel like that's one that you just leave it.
right.
Yeah.
Just let that sit.
The best is that you held in laughter because that's when it becomes.
Yeah, I don't want him to be embarrassed of his.
Well, right, and also just if you burst out in that moment, then you got to explain why, and then that's a whole other thing.
So much more.
So yeah, good call, but wow, a tickle in my penis. I'm gonna struggle not to say that the next time to my wife. Hey, I got a tickle in my penis. You can do something about that.
I mean, I feel like he gave us a gift. Honestly, because now you can say things like that in front of kids and like you and
whoa,
know what's up.
What?
I will never thank you.
I'm the one that's kicks, and I'm kicked. I'm kid tested, mother approved. Mookie's over here saying this shit.
I do not condone.
I was saying more along the lines, you could just look at wife and be like, "Do you have a tickle? You have a little tickle?" Like instead of outright and be like, "Hey, want to bang?" You've now got an easier way to kind of like throw it out in the conversation.
No, you whiffed on the save, bro. That's no. You definitely said you've got something that you can say to kids, and
not say to kids. Say to your wife in front of kids.
But that's what you said, though. You said now you've got something that you can say to kids, and I'm like,
Tank pointing out Ayo Mookie.
Yeah,
and
like
Sarah saying PSA, do not say that in front of children. Consent report.
The 11th commandment, Andrew.
Check the tape, bro. You definitely said that that's what you can say to kids. And it's like, no, you cannot say anything to kids about having a tickle in your penis. Don't do that.
I absolutely would not ever say that or meant to say.
Hey, Johnny.
Verbally.
Tickle in my penis.
God. I'm so getting fired.
Should have sat this one out, bud. I was already ready to go.
I really should have. I mean, I'm like halfway out the door and just making it worse at this point.
Robert saying, don't even say that. Biscuit asking, Mookie, are you broadcasting from Epstein Island right now? Jesus.
Oh, goodness.
I wanted to leave the camera on you to see if you turned red, but you didn't. You held tough. You truly believe that's not.
No, I just think there's just you just got to stop talking. There's nothing to say. This is when counsel looks over and just says, "Keep your fucking mouth shut."
Why can't parent teacher conferences? Well, because 8 years ago on a podcast.
Yeah.
Mookie, give that man his air horn. Give Tank his air horn for that, because that deserves it.
I mean,
yes, I made you give him the air horn. That was the punishment.
It's a hard L to hold.
Rugby's pretty awesome, though, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I have been into rugby.
I saw some women's rugby this morning. I was like, I found myself glued to the TV for a good 15 minutes. I'm like, why am I still watching this? But I mean, that's what happens when you're sitting there glancing at monitors at 2:00 in the morning while you're working. It's just like, this is interesting.
Dude, this is my favorite part of the Olympics, and it's also the part that I kind of hate because I see these sports that are like fringe sports. They're not mainstream. You don't see them on TV ever, and you get to like just get bombarded with them, especially when it's in a time zone like it is now where we can watch all day long. Is there a comment, Scott, that I need?
Yeah, sorry, Biscuit got me with Mookie B on Dateline. Like I brought some watermelon flavored wine coolers at 4.5%. They are dog.
Mookie, give it to him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
There's all these sports that you don't normally get to watch, and they're on, and you get to just get bombarded with it like the entire day. But I don't like that there's sports that I don't get to watch all the time, so I don't really fully understand. And then my kids ask me because they think I'm the expert in all things sports. They're like, Dad, what is happening here? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Just watch and enjoy, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. They just throw the ball around. Like, I know you can only have backwards passes. I know you have to like put the ball down in the end zone for a try. Outside of that, I couldn't explain a scrum to an 8-year-old. I don't know what the hell's happening there. Why are they doing that? I don't know, son. It looks pretty fucking cool though. I don't know. And then they like just drop the ball, and then somebody's able to pick it up. And I'm like, why doesn't the defense just get the ball? I have no idea, but it's fucking great. And the U.S. women took bronze today. Sorry, Matt, you got something on that?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I was watching the women's team take bronze today, and I gotta tell you what, if any of them women wanted to come over to my house and ask me to wash their dishes, I would. I just would. They are all so intimidating and beautiful and intimidating, and they're wearing lipstick out there and stiff arming people to Peru through France. It's really incredible what they're doing out there. And rugby is such a cool sport. It's one of those that's really never going to catch on in America because football reigns supreme. But rugby's cool, man. It's a fun sport to watch. And watching these women get out there and just, these stiff arms are dirty. They're disgusting. It is so much fun to watch. You get a tank of a person running down the field. And there's that one player that's like the Rudy of the team. They're there because they hustle really, really hard, and they try really hard. And then they come across a fucking howitzer that puts their face 4 inches deep into the ground, and then they just get up like, I'm ready for the next one. These men are tough as shit. This rugby is a tough ass sport, and anyone that plays it is intimidating as shit. But yeah, I'll wash your dishes. Just let me know when.
Matt watching chicks get.
I was gonna say, because I'm trying to find her name now, but like the woman, like that was our star on the women's team. Like they were just showing clips of where she would get the ball and was running in the open field, and women were running from her. Like they were. You would think if you were trying to tackle her, you would kind of, I don't know, make a stand at some point and like tackle her. But no, these women were running parallel to her and bending the run away from her, when their sole purpose and job at that point is actually to tackle her and stop her from advancing the ball. And they're just like, nah, we'll let her have this one.
Well, it was an awesome match today. Scott, did you watch the bronze medal match today? Because the ending was freaking electric.
Oh, it was amazing.
Just the best way for the U.S. to win their first medal in rugby. Did you see that ending, Scott?
I did not. Could you break it down for me, Mike?
Sure. Ball deep in our zone. Sorry, Mookie. Go ahead. You break it down.
Well, I'm already going to fumble this because you passed the ball to me. So
I know you raised your hand.
Really low.
You raised your hand, so I had to go to you.
But I believe the U.S. women were down 12-7 to Australia late in the game. So I think they had like literally 15 seconds left in the second half.
You could say they were down under. Go ahead.
Okay. And rugby's cool because what happens is when you run out of time, they actually just keep playing until the next stoppage of play or next whistle, right? And so they've got 15 seconds, give or take, maybe a little extra. But, if you're Australian at that point, when the clock hits 0, you kick the ball out of bounds because then it just stops, right? Well, they got a turnover, and I don't know exact distance, but we were in our defensive third, if you will. Girl got the turnover, muscles her way through the line of Australian defenders, and then is just gone. And as the clock is ticking down to 00, she dives across the goal line to score a try to put U.S. up 13-12, which is interesting. They made her kick the extra point, even though it really wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. But that's how U.S. ended up winning 14-12.
The kick after the try did matter, and she had to hit it. And what was amazing, even more amazing,
you get 6 for the try.
No, she needed the try, and that's why if you watch the video back, there's one member on the team on the sidelines going, shut up, because she was like freaking out that this girl had to hit her kick afterwards. The crazy part was prior to the game, the coaches had her warm up kicking, and they were like, based on how the substitutions might break down, you might have to go in and you should probably get warmed up. She missed both of her kicks in pregame. So to have her up there to make the kick, everybody was freaking out. It was great. It was fantastic. What a way to end it. Love it.
And for the people that haven't watched rugby, but do watch football, if you remember when Derrick Henry stiff-armed Josh Norman, that's basically what rugby is all the time. And it's fantastic. So if you get a chance, watch some rugby. It's a lot of fun to watch. I don't understand the rules. It's just fun to watch. It's just fun. It's just fun to watch.
I feel like that's what people say about American football sometimes. They're like, I don't understand the rules. It's like, it's okay. We don't either.
Neither do they. Funny story. My buddy was in college, was studying in Belgium for the Steelers and Cardinals Super Bowl. And he said that he was at a bar that was packed. And of course, it's like 5-6 hours later. So the game didn't start until like midnight in Belgium. And he said the bar was packed. No one understood any of the rules, but they loved when the referees did this.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdowns. They love that. They love the touchdown celebration by the referees, not the players, the referees. And they loved when flags were thrown. They thought flags being thrown on play was the coolest thing in the world. They had no clue what was going on, but they were so into the Super Bowl. So, yeah, it's. I'm guessing it's kind of similar to rugby to the U.S. is American football to Europe and the rest of the world. So, yeah, it makes sense. Tracks.
So then how the hell did Australia get 12 points?
Maybe they missed some kicks. That's very possible.
Mookie does math. How did rugby get 12 points? How did Australia get 12 points in rugby?
We're going to Google that too, Sarah. Don't you worry.
She tied the game with the try. The kick gave the win. So the try put them. So maybe you had the score incorrect going into that last try, Mook.
You have 5 points when you score a try plus 2 for the kick.
So there you go. And we won 14-12.
So, but then how did they get 12? Oh, 2 tries and a kick. There you go.
Kick, save, and a butte.
Yep. Worked out well, huh?
What's up, Caesar? How you doing, man? Good talking to you.
He's just hanging out. See, look, just don't let it get down. Get you down, Mike.
Don't let you get me down. Is that what you just said? Don't let you and your.
Gabe's right. I did graduate with a math degree. It kind of makes you think twice about all that money we paid to Xavier, huh?
Speaking of math.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We do have
1, 2, 3 for you.
We gotta shout out Papa Nira though. Remember, Papa N had sent us some photos from his trip down to Cancun. So.
He sent us some videos too.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I was gonna say I was jealous. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, dude, I've been in bed for 3 hours. Mr. Nier's in the club.
He was going hard, making Caesar proud, man. So he may still be down there. I haven't heard from him since. But hey.
Playing on the everybody. Oh, it was great. All right. We got to talk, fellas. Cue up the music here. We got a legit conspiracy theory coming out of the Olympics here. I'm trying to find the music. Thanks a lot, Mookie. Really appreciate you with this here, man.
Hey, I'm doing my part. You said, let's wait on the music.
There it is. Wish it was in the right order is what I was hoping.
Well, that's bullshit because I never touched the music. Oh, you're talking about that.
Had to get everything lined up, Mook. All right, anyways. So there is a conspiracy theory that the Olympics being in Paris, France, that the organizers in France have tried to create a slower swimming pool. And this stems back to the 2008 100-meter relay when the U.S. overtook France and won a gold medal. It was the moment that we got this image of Michael Phelps just losing his mind, and they played this, like his reaction to the final leg of that relay leading up to the Olympics, where he's like, catch that motherfucker, and then they win, and he just hulks out on the stand. The French team was who they beat. That's who they came back to beat in that Olympic relay. So the French apparently are very pissed about this, and they want to do whatever they can to slow down specifically the U.S. swimmers. And the way they did that was creating a shallow pool. So apparently the depth of the pool is what is necessary to help get speed, because there's a lot of the waves bounce off the bottom of the pool and come back, and it creates some friction for the swimmers. So normal pools are about 3 meters deep. The pool at the Olympics is 2.1
Excuse me,
meters.
it's 3 meters? The
Yes.
fuck is this?
Why did you stop me at 3 meters, but not when I said the 100-meter relay. That's how they fucking measure things in
Because
swimming.
that's the name of the race. You were measuring things.
I'm gonna fight him, guys. I'm gonna fight him. I'm breaking my rule.
Mike already said on site like 4 weeks ago. So
On site.
Simply gonna fight you.
I'll be busy running a marathon, so you'll have to catch me first.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to come around on the track on your 14th lap. Don't worry, I got you.
You give him 14, huh? Over under 14.
He'll get 14.
Okay, all right. I'm taking the under.
That's
14 and how long? Or how long?
It's 3.5 miles. So you can do 3.5 miles.
Okay, but in how long? Like how long?
Fuck if I know.
I can do that in less than 30 minutes. That's cake.
That's cake.
Cake.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a 5K.
Oh. Mike is so mad. I love it.
I hate you so much. I've been over here,
dude. I'm drunk, man. It's not my fault.
You're drinking a non-alcoholic beer, you son of a bitch. Don't even
I've had
try.
3 of them.
Don't even try.
Damn.
Oh, if they're measuring something in that one. Oh my god, I wanted to punch you so bad right there. Anyways, fellas, so what do we think of the conspiracy theory? Do we think there's some legs to this one? Do we think France specifically tried to create a slower pool to slow down the Americans? Are they that petty that they're holding on to a loss in a singular event from 2008? Did Michael Phelps ruin the entire country of France? Scott, legitimacy?
100,000%. And France is absolutely that fucking petty to be worried about something from 2008. They don't think about all those times we bailed their ass out in the wars, but they got time to worry about the fucking depth of the goddamn pool.
Fucking knew it was coming.
I mean, it was. I don't give a shit if you teed me up. I was waiting. I was like, this fucking French. Now they got no problem doing that. And the next time they get in trouble, hey, could you come, do the thing you guys do and help us out again? I'll be like, oh, remember those pools? Fuck you.
Scott's going isolationist just based on the depth of the pools at the 2024 Olympics. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Bar, how do you feel about this conspiracy theory?
If any of the French people could actually swim, they would have discovered America like we did. They would have swam just across the Atlantic, just like we did, to get here to settle this country. So you know what? I don't need to hear anything from some French sissy that doesn't want to learn how to swim in a deep pool. Nope. They like to be where they can be rescued, just like we did in World War I, World War II, World War everything. We done everything for the French. They can take them sissy frog asses back home. I'm done with them, and we don't need them no more.
I like how you got progressively hick. That was well done.
I was gonna say this brother is coming out.
Yeah. Also, can you bring up the pic of Mike again? Can you bring that back up?
Yeah, I can bring that back up. Let me get that back up here. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's just go ahead and
come on, Joe, hurry up.
I'm trying here. There we go.
Like, if I was France, I'd be hating too. I'd be like, God damn it, look at that Dick V. Andy fucking was like, God damn it, fucking whatever we got to do to slow those Americans down. Oh, ho, ho, slow them down next time in the Olympics. Like, fuck those motherfuckers. Like, I would be mad too. Like, that's an amazing Dick V. Like, hey, Mike, like, there's the Dick V you're jealous about, right? Like,
that's what he thinks about before going to
like that's what makes you jealous, right? Like, I'm like, oh, look, and I wish I could have Mike, but then that's on such another level that I'm like, that's like,
look,
that's like incepted Dick V. That's like Scott, Dick V within Dick V.
That's unattainable Dick V.
Right, exactly.
That's unattainable.
There's no way. Mike, does that
France was like, we can't get our Dick V that tight. Fuck them Americans.
Mike, does that Dick V tickle your penis?
I felt a tickle in my penis.
Fair question.
You're right, Scott. And you know what's even worse about that? Like, Phelps had the same bathing suit on that this dude next to him had, so it was like top and bottom one piece.
Yeah, and he felt the need to
The
roll it
top
down
off.
well past his waist.
Yeah, he was like, I'm ripping this motherfucker off and going down to show the dick V.
Dude, on the world stage, I would be too. I'd be showing everything but brain. I'd be like, yo, look at what I trained 4 years for, and I got gold. I'm not even mad at him.
It's just yeah. If I was an Olympic athlete, I wouldn't wear clothes either.
Right. Like, look at how sculpted
so
I
much
am.
sex in the Olympic Village. Like, they're all just a bunch of hot pieces of ass looking at each other. Like, what you think?
You get done with your event, and you just want to fuck somebody else that looks just as good as you do. I completely understand it. I get it. It makes perfect sense to me. And guess what? You want to talk about the ultimate deal breaker? Hey, yeah, guess what? We're here for 3 weeks, and then I'm gone. I don't ever have to talk to you again. Let's go.
And even better,
Dang.
we don't even speak the same language, so I can't talk to you again.
That's what I've always wondered is how that works.
It's easy. Like, I mean, you speak the universal language, you get the deal done, and then well, I gotta compete. So see you later.
I think it's actually like Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell in Saturday Night Live, and they're like, you me,
Right.
you me, and then they just go off and do it, and then they disappear, and it's like never happened.
Look, sex is spoken in every damn language. I mean, you could say I want to fuck you with your eyes, and no matter what country you're in. So
or with your hands, as Scott did just there. For those of you listening, he absolutely made the
universal. Like, I mean, if you're at the
motion.
Olympics and you find yourself in a pinch, you're like, none of them understand me. You walk around going like this, I bet you get some response like, yo, hey. Just saying.
I wish
it works in a
there was
pinch.
video from the Olympic Village where we could totally see, because you know who would have done that? Ryan Lochte totally would have done.
Oh, absolutely.
His move.
Yeah,
If there's one Olympian that was walking around going, "Hey, you, me, huh? It's fucking Lochte. Like that was absolutely.
I mean, I'm not even mad though. Like, again, universal. When there's a language barrier, it tears it down.
Oh shit. The only other thing I had Olympic wise,
I bet Kobe did it at the Olympics too.
That would imply that he asked. We know that's not true.
Oh, I didn't say that he asked. I just said that you? Yeah, come on. Vanessa? Huh?
It's interesting to see the different ways that Scott does it too, to like mimic the different personalities. Like, Kobe's was like really fast and aggressive.
Vanessa,
Like, was, like,
Vanessa, I didn't know you spoke
looser.
English. Shut up, bitch. You see my wife's name?
Guys, Tank said sometimes when I stand beside the pool and my penis gets a tickle in it. We're gonna have to rename this show to the penis tickle. That'll get a lot.
Did you see this article? Because Gabe chimed in saying someone changed their location on Tinder to the Village, but I only read the headline.
I saw somebody do a TikTok about that. One of the Olympic athletes said she went on Tinder and she was like, "Well, I'm here. Like, let's see." And she said she was all hyped up, and then nobody was on there. Like, none of the Olympic athletes were on there. And she was like, "Do we not do Tinder anymore? Is that not a thing?" So okay. She was like, the only people that were on there were the Persian guys, and that was it.
That's awful racist of her.
Wow.
She's like,
and you were saying that when my face showed up.
It was just the Persian team. No interest there.
No, Mike, before you got to your last Olympic story, which I'm pretty sure is not this, I wanted to talk about Flava Flav and how much I love this dude. So Flava Flav found out that the U.S. women's water polo team, which is going for their 4th consecutive gold medal, they were working multiple jobs to provide for themselves, provide for their team, and provide the funding that they needed to go back and compete this year. Flava Flav heard about that and said, fuck it, I got y'all covered. And he has since sponsored the entire U.S. women's water polo team. And he has shown up at every single event.
Oh, yeah.
And he has been all about it. Clock on, everything. He's ready to go. So I have a sip, chug, drain, pour for you three that I did not tell any of y'all about for this specific reason.
Oh, shit.
It's a Flava Flav sip, chug, drain, pour.
What?
Flava Flav, Public Enemy, Flava Flav, Flavor of Love, or Flava Flav, water polo U.S. women's team sponsor.
Wow.
What do you got?
Wow, that's
So
a tough
wait,
one.
reset again. Flava Flav, Public Enemy, Flava Flav,
Public Enemy,
Flavor of
Flavor
Love.
of Love, or
Flavor
sponsoring a
of
U.S.
Love.
women's water polo team.
All right, this is tough. I'll bite the
Oh,
bullet and I'll
man.
go first. You can't drain pour Flava Flav Public Enemy because that's what made Flava Flav. So you have to drain pour.
Scott over there.
Go ahead and continue your wrong ass answer.
I just love the under his breath.
I got permission now because my initial thought was.
Oh, I know. I know what
pour-
you're thinking. It's
drain
okay.
pour-
I'm letting you know. It's okay. Go ahead
Okay,
and do it.
all right, thank
Do
you
what feels
for-
do what
thank
feels natural.
No, thank you for the green light because
Yep.
I was going against my instincts.
I thought you were gonna make me go first because of this, and I was like, I'm about to give y'all the free pass.
I was like, well, I can't say that because Scott will be like, oh yeah, of course you drain pour Flav.
Nope.
Okay, well then we're drain pouring Public Enemy Flava Flav. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to chug the water polo Flava Flav, and I am absolutely sipping Flavor of Love Flava Flav because that was such a time in my life. She shit on the stairs. Somebody shit on the stairs on a TV show. I love it. I love everything about Flavor of Love. What a great show.
All right, let me follow up on that because I think I'm right there with you, Mike. I got to make a slight tweak though, so I'm gonna sip Flavor of Love, Flava Flav for the reasons you said. I think I'm gonna have to chug the Olympics Flavor Flav, but I want to roll that all into like the sports persona Flavor Flav because did you guys see him on the Ocho when he was on there as like a commentator, host, whatever, just chopping it up about cornhole? Like, I just love Flavor Flav in sports. Like, we need more of that in our life, in our world, which means I have to port drain the Public Enemy Flavor Flav.
Don't sound sad about it.
It just doesn't feel right, but you know, because that's what started it all. You know what I mean? Like, will we have Flavor Flav?
Oh no.
Okay.
This isn't because if you did the different version of this with Snoop Dogg, it'd be a totally different story. But this is Flavor Flav we're talking about. Nobody remembers, like, we're so far removed from the Public Enemy version of Flavor Flav that nobody even remembers. Everybody knows him as the fucking guy on Flavor of Love. So yes, the answer is you absolutely sip Flavor of Love. Flava Flav, you chug the Olympic Flava Flav, and goodbye. Don't care about the OG Public Enemy Flava Flav. Simple.
Bar, is that your choice as well?
Correct answers across the board. I'm not sure if people that like Caesar's age understand what Flavor of Love did to us.
Oh my god!
In the
you know what's so funny is I didn't even watch the damn show. It was just it seeped into every part of like it just existing during that time. It's like I knew what was going on the show, even though I didn't fucking watch it. Like, and I'm like, no, this is the same guy from like Public Enemy. What?
It was the best show on TV when I was in college. It wasn't close. It was the only thing that could get us to turn off
that
ESPN.
was Chappelle's show, but that shows how young you are. Go ahead.
Let's not go there.
Chappelle's show ended when I got to college, so it wasn't still on anymore.
No,
thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I said.
All right, drink your Metamucil, Grandpa. Don't worry.
I will.
Here's the kicker.
And I'm going to wash down my one a day with this beer.
We only got like 4 seasons of it, too.
We got 2 seasons of it.
2 seasons?
Impeccable. It was the greatest.
Oh, my God.
It was on VH1. VH1 back in the day had the
3
3
seasons.
seasons. Excuse me. VH1 had the greatest trash reality dating shows of all time. They were all impeccable to watch, and Flavor of Love is clearly the sip. Chug, you have to give it to my man, giving it up to the U.S. women's water polo team. And you do have to drain pour Public Enemy Flava Flav. However, I will say that people think of him as an idiot because, like, yeah, boy. And he's a musical genius. They had him in France and they asked him to play like a 17th century piano. And he went in there and tore it up.
Oh, shit.
Like, was playing some crazy stuff on a piano. He's an incredible musician. I appreciate what Public Enemy did to get him here. But just like Snoop Dogg, he's doing side quests, and I love this shit. I love seeing 90s rappers just going way off the rails and doing weird shit.
I mean, shit, Snoop's on the Voice now.
Yeah, but Snoop crip walked with the Olympic torch.
That was sick as hell too.
Yeah,
Which
and-
he
and
tried to
the
look like a
Olympic
massive
torch.
one.
This is
Like,
side quest. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
These are
And
guys.
Snoop has just
it's
been.
crazy.
I mean, Snoop's been side questing for a long ass time. Like,
Yeah, Snoop and
post-
Shaq.
post like career, like actually like music career driven Snoop is something wild, like something that we could have never seen ever in our wildest imaginations coming in 1992 when when Doggy Style dropped. Like it's the most amazing post career transformation I think like of our lifetimes. Like where Snoop started to where he is now is something fucking wild, but I love it, all of it.
I love it.
Rex wanted to know, how does Lou Holtz do the Olympic Village hit on people? And I'm pretty sure it would be like, excuse me, sweetheart. I just took a pill and this is going to be fixed here pretty soon. So why don't you just hop on in here? Let's go sit on this cardboard bed until this gets ready to go. I felt a tickle. It should be good soon.
I felt a tickle. Dude, that was great.
Thanks. Man. I don't know. I gotta fucking take this off. I literally been sitting here for like 5 minutes, dressed as Lou Holtz, waiting for a break in the conversation about Flava Flav to pull that up and do.
I was really wondering why you were taking your hat off. I was like, what's going on over there? But yeah, it makes sense now. And
Yep, had to get in character to really drive that one home.
Yeah.
All right, this isn't really it's Olympic related, but it's also golf related. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's play the golf drop.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
So Thursday, the Olympic tournament starts in golf, and Rory McIlroy is playing in the tournament under the Irish flag. Rory McIlroy is representing Ireland. That is the correct response, Matt Barr. Hands in the air, victory. Mookie, you look confused.
The
Let me
Brits.
break it down for you. Rory McIlroy is from Northern Ireland. He is not from Ireland. He's from Northern Ireland. But the way the Olympics work and the way that it happens in Europe is you can play for Great Britain, or you can, if you're the country land that you reside in has their own team, you could play for them. So Rory McIlroy had the choice to play for the Great Britain team or play for Ireland, and he decided to play for Ireland. And this is the greatest choice that Rory ever could have made. He has flipped a bird to England, to their fucking king, and to their land-stealing pieces of shit selves. And he's like, give me the green, white, and orange, baby. I'm putting it on my back, and now I want him to win more than anything because I want Rory McIlroy with a gold medal for Ireland. It'd be great. That'd be fucking great. Matt Barr, I feel like you're the only one who understands how excited I am about this.
Both of my bosses at work are British. Fuck the Brits. Fuck them. I hope they never win anything. The greatest day that ever happened at work is the day that the U.S. and the Brits faced off in the World Cup, and they tied at 0. What a fucking boring-ass soccer game that was, but god damn it, did I love to see my boss's heads fucking spin. They were so mad. So yes, fuck the Brits. Fuck them. Sláinte. Rory, we appreciate you, baby. Not middle fingers for Rory, but middle fingers for England. Sláinte. First finger. First fingers for Rory. Sláinte. We appreciate you.
I
Come on in here, Rory. Get some of these first fingers.
These 2 fingers for England, 1 fingers for Rory. Watch it. Not these ones. These ones. Go team, go.
making y'all look good over there, Mike. I tell
I've
you
never
what.
heard the index.
A+, Mike. A+.
I've never heard the index finger referred to as the first fingers either. Like, hey, put your first fingers down. Yeah, all right.
Down.
Hey, baby, stick your first finger in me.
Oh boy. Oh boy, we are all over the map. But
Sure thing, I just cut my nails.
well done.
Matt Barr in the Olympic Village with the first finger.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there it is. That's the Olympic.
Only with the rugby team if they allow me.
Oh, God.
Consent, the 11th commandment.
I don't know why Gabe called out a sounds about white about this story, but this is great for everybody involved. Everybody, this is a win all around. Scott, does this evoke an emotional response from you like it did for me?
Of course. I mean, I'm never worried about what the fuck England's done since well before my birth. So fuck them motherfuckers. Anytime somebody's gonna stick it to them and the royal family, I'm all the way in.
I guess
God
I'm
bless
just
you,
like,
Rory.
why is this a surprise? Like, I assume this is what he would do.
Well, Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain. Ireland is not.
Right.
It's very, very, very different things.
No, I understand.
You understand?
That, but like,
do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
This gives him a chance to stick it to Great Britain. Why would he not take that chance? That's what I'm saying.
Because he's from Northern Ireland, which is part of Great Britain. So he's taking.
Also, in every golf tournament he plays under the Northern Ireland flag. So it's
there. It is.
You see him on the leaderboard, and he's got the Northern Ireland flag. So you would assume that he would then go Great Britain in this case, but he was like, no, we're going to go with a different country than where I'm from. And I love it. I love everything about it. And I want him to win gold. Tyson,
he's pulling the Joel Embiid.
Yes, he is.
Look at him go.
That dude is getting cooked over there. Those French fans are pissed. Tyson saying gold medal, green medal. Who gives a shit? Go ahead and give him the air horn. He deserves it for that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Such a flippant response. I love it. Who gives a shit?
I mean, it's not everyone's bag, man. Not everyone loves the Olympics.
That's fine. That's fair. That was.
Well, I didn't even think it's necessarily about. I was gonna say it's not necessarily about loving the Olympics.
It was just a Happy Gilmore reference,
right? Well, it's just. I was gonna say that's really all it was about, man. Come on,
let's talk basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Goddamn, Gabe. Maybe he was having an affair.
That would be amazing.
Hey,
Will. Hey, Will. I got your girl.
I mean, to be fair, that's what post-divorce Rory would do.
He would.
He would absolutely like, Maybe actually, you know what, Kate, guess what? You don't need that bald bitch. You got me. Let's go. We're going to Ireland, girl. And then he would take her there.
Rory's got plenty of hair.
Let's just. I mean,
Rory does
Rory.
not.
Listen, Rory seems more like a Pippa fan. If I'm being honest, it's. I feel like he.
Don't evoke her name.
Which of us isn't?
Fair. Yeah. Facts. Scott not feeling it.
Not a Pippa fan, huh?
I don't like either of them. I think they're both fucking mid as all goddamn get out. Like, if I was king, I would have fucking commissioned something so much better.
Commissioned better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, commission.
You heard me. King of an entire goddamn country. I mean, I got my pick of the litter. That's what I came home with.
It's a good thing Scott's not king because he would 100% bring back Prima Nocta.
I was just I was trying to pull Michael Scott over here.
That's what he's doing.
Whatever works.
Scott knocks on somebody's house. Hey, heard you were engaged. I don't know if you know this. I'm the king. So,
universal language, and they would feel so honored. I mean, imagine that the king showing up at your fucking door and being like, "Hey, yo, it's just like the fucking Chris Berman story. Hey, Leather, you're with me." You see your husband right there? He ain't no more. Forget about it.
I'm just picturing Scott in like a fucking crowd and a Cape 2 doing this, knocking on the door, just going, "Hey, yo, let's go.
Let's go." And I'd be like, you know what? I'm changing this. This is now an oligarchy. Like, you know.
You gotta hurry this shit up. There's 5 other people that are getting married tomorrow, so we gotta
wait. We're gonna pause and back up. Scott, do you know what an oligarchy is?
I was just gonna roll right.
Nah, I don't.
All right, cool. Then me and Mike. Hey, guess what? Me and Mike Graham, we're voting Mookie out. Me and Mike Graham. It's an oligarchy now. Let's roll.
Oh, man, that's a bummer.
That's a
I
bummer.
can't say I don't understand it.
Mookie, listen, in my heart, always 2 first fingers for you, buddy. For you.
I can hold on to that. That can help me sleep at night. Thank you.
Basketball. So Team USA, the men's and the women's team, roll in their first game. Kevin Durant was fucking unreal in that game. He didn't miss a shot in the first half. He had like 20 points and didn't miss a single shot. My favorite story, though, from the week was Japanese fans were talking shit to Team USA women before the game, and they had signs that said, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." And lost by damn near 30.
I respect the petty and the bravado though. Like, I mean, why not like get them all riled up? You're like, hey, yo, we're gonna get our asses beat anyway. Why not just say the wildest shit that we know, like that we know that they're paying attention to? Like, I mean, also sitting there thinking about the men's team whooping all that ass. You're sitting there talking about that being your favorite story. My favorite story was fucking Tatum not playing a goddamn minute in that game. hey, world champ, how's that bench taste?
I love how Kerr, too, was like, oh, yeah, I messed up. That was
Right?
My bad, man.
I asked him after the game, he's like, oh, you hurt? No. Oh, is there anything wrong? Nope, I'm good to go. You didn't play. Yep. All right, open and shut case, Watson. Let's go home. Oh, I just love it. It's good shit.
They're just saving his minutes, man, for when they really need him. That's what it is.
Load,
That's how you
load
say it.
management in the
Load
Olympics.
management. Like, you played a lot of ball to get that world championship, right?
You'd hate to have him worn down for Boston's next year. Is their season coming up?
I got to tell you, though, Japan coming out with those signs felt a lot like December 7th, 1941. And then the U.S. blowing them out by 30 felt like August 6th and August 9th of 1945. So you'd think Japan would have learned their lesson about 80 years ago, but I guess not. So here we are. History does not repeat itself, but it does rhyme. But it does rhyme.
I enjoy how much the Olympics evokes World War references. The Olympics brings us together and we show how much we care about humanity and all that thing and the spirit of competition. But also, there's that time we kicked your ass in the war, so don't you fucking forget it.
The best part about Jayson Tatum not playing, though, is Steve Kerr is over here playing 8D chess. He didn't bring in Jaylen Brown to the team after they had to replace somebody. He's sitting Jayson Tatum. He is trying to destroy the Celtics from the inside, and I love this because he is telling all the best players in the NBA, these guys aren't shit. We don't need them. They're not good. We'll beat them next year. Don't worry. These guys can't even play on the international level. And he's just destroying the Celtics from the inside out. It's 8D chess for a guy that is in charge of a franchise that is at the very end of its run. And I gotta respect the fuck out of it from Steve Kerr. If he's learned nothing else from Michael Jordan, it's had to be petty as goddamn fuck. Because he really learned how to do it. I'm impressed.
Mookie, how are you taking in how Steve Kerr is managing Team USA?
I mean, he's covering the spread. That's all that matters, right?
What was the spread in that game?
I don't remember. I don't even actually. What were you talking about? Serbia? It was 12.5.
Okay.
At tip off.
That's the game that they've played. So that was the one I was referring to.
There's a lot of games that have been played, man. The U.S. men's soccer team's already played 3. They've only played 1. It's hard to keep track.
Mookie, are you? Let's hold on. Let's make a quick transition here. Give me 1 second. Let me find the drop for it. Where the fuck did you put it, Mookie? God damn it.
Who isn't having fun because you're the party's degenerate gambler.
Are you like losing your mind with all there is to bet on during the Olympics? Like, does this actually like hurt a little bit to like? Are your fingers broken from scrolling through the apps and seeing what the lines are on women's mixed doubles badminton that's coming on at 3 a.m.?
It's a little rough because like it's a combination. You're scrolling through what's available, and then you got to figure out how the hell the game is scored. We might have figured out why I didn't do so well with rugby so far. But like, you know,
you need to stick to sports that don't involve math in them.
I mean,
I
right?
feel like that could be a real problem.
Volleyball's been going all right for me because it's like women's basketball in the sense where like the powerhouses are going to steamroll everyone and then get to like the quarter semifinals.
So who are the powerhouses in worldwide women's volleyball? Like,
well,
are we talking beach volleyball or are we talking indoor volleyball? Two very
indoor,
very different sports.
Beach is tough a little bit. It's streaky. Although that dude that used to play basketball did all right, and then they got waxed by France or someone today. So there's a lot going on. You know what has been fun is archery. That's been a good one because there's a lot of variation. You've got like a couple point swings pretty quick. If someone's arrow just kind of drifts off a little bit, that's 2 points. That can swing a spread.
Yeah, the U.S. lost in shooting.
No,
maybe it's because it didn't happen in a school, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, it also definitely didn't happen on a mall
or a movie theater,
grocery store
or
wasn't on the list.
Or grocery store, or yeah, you know.
You know what though? It was actually in a converted event center.
Was it in a church?
Did the Russians win the event center? Oh, they're not allowed in. That's right. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, it must have been in Vietnam. If we lost the shooting contest, it was probably in Vietnam.
Did the French lose before? Oh, you know. Who's keeping track at this point? Mike, how you doing, bud?
How did we go through that whole thing and neither one of you said if we wanted to dominate, all we had to do was send the police officers over there and make the target black guys? That's all. Like, how did that not get brought up at all?
Wow, I didn't go that far because I wasn't that racist. But thank you, Mike, for taking it there. Jesus.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about body cams.
We were just generalizing because you just turn off your body cams and do what you do. But we were just generalizing. There was no color brought into this until you brought it in. So thank you, Mike, for that. We see where your heart is at.
You totally misunderstood what I said there, Scott. You didn't.
No, we didn't. We got it.
No.
Wait.
No. You said black guys.
You're trying to turn it around on me, but it's not working because I know what it said. I'm not moving. I didn't talk about.
Of course you're not. You're not a target.
I didn't talk about tickling my penis in front of kids or something.
This isn't your first rodeo, huh?
Damn it.
Give it to him, Mook. Give it to him.
Poop right now.
It's kind of how I feel. That's how I thought you were going to feel.
Mookie, it's gonna be all right. Just listen. Here's the thing. Sometimes in life,
you don't worry about the no's. You only worry about the yeses. The no's determine your future, not the yeses that will come.
I meant to hit God bless go Irish, but I clicked that one
works too. And that was the best part is my dad called that one out. Like after one watch, he was like, yeah, he kind of screwed that part up in the middle too, though, huh?
Did you defend him to your dad too, like you did here on the show, like you were in your wrong stance?
What?
You and Joe Hall saying no, it was
you were blaming on him being old.
No, I said it was and those. That was the consensus there.
Incorrect. Our women 3-on-3 basketball team lost to Germany today.
Our men's 3-on-3 team basketball team also lost. Like what?
Jimmer Fredette didn't lead us to victory. Are you
4 points?
Kidding me?
4 points for that clown.
Better get ready to learn French, buddies.
Do you think he was busy soaking?
Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Better get learning French, buddy. Guten Tag. Oh, is that German?
That is German.
I thought you were doing that on purpose, but it doesn't matter. I thought you did it on purpose, but either way,
it was. I was waiting for
Okay.
someone to fall for it, and Mookie clearly did.
Oh, I wasn't gonna.
You're welcome.
Konnichiwa, Mookie. Konnichiwa, buddy.
You're welcome. I just do what I can.
I hope that they enjoy baguettes because that's all they're gonna be eating for a little while. Like they're not coming back. Jimmy Fredette's staying his happy ass over there for
Do
sure.
you Scott, that's a great new insult, by the way. Why don't you go eat a baguette? Go eat a baguette.
Eat my hairy baguette.
There it is. Look at you go. It's evolving already.
Biscuit with the correct question should have had Ice Cube run the 3.
Absolutely, hands down.
I agree. Also, the big 3 was in Cincinnati this weekend, boys. I had applied for press credentials, but they denied me. And I really wish I was there because a headline that I saw Monday morning, former NBA star Gary Payton nearly starts a fight after altercation with Jamal Crawford. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So apparently at the big 3, Crawford's team is like one of the best in the league. They were undefeated. They were going up against the team that Peyton coaches, who has 1 loss. Peyton's team upset them, gave them their first loss. There was a lot of shit talk throughout the game. Gary Payton, notorious shit talker, shit talked throughout the game as well as a coach. And Crawford didn't take too kindly about it. And at the end of the game, had some words for Payton. They got in each other's faces. Benches cleared, nearly a fight. And I was like, I fucking love this world. This is amazing.
I was hoping that there was some film of Gary Payton doing something embarrassing that he didn't want the world to get out there, and that's why they got into a fight. Like Jordan was like, "This ain't happened to me for a second time, motherfucker. I dunked on your shit. The world's gonna know, goddammit."
It happened for one reason and one reason only. Gary Glove, the Peyton, he had his whole thing was about playing defense, right? And Jamal Crawford's Jay crossover. So I bet Jamal Crawford told me cross him over. Gary Payton said, "No, the fuck you can't." And then they just
wait. Hold on. Was it Jordan or Jamal? Which Crawford are we talking about?
You say Jordan or Jamal?
Oh shit! Now I don't know. It was
I'm
Jordan.
so,
God
oh,
damn it.
my argument's out the window.
That's
the window.
race card. I made the reference to the video because of the whole, LeBron hiding the video. And then I looked at the comment section. I was like, and Barr said Jamal. And I was like, wait a minute. Did I just Mookie this shit?
No, I Mookie
did. No, Mike Mookie did. Mike Mookie did.
It's my fault. I said Jamal when I got excited.
Yeah, because all Crawford's looking
that's
like.
What I thought the argument was about. Okay.
Typical.
All right.
Fucking typical.
Wait till
you actually read the article too. That's the worst part. You didn't just read.
I bet he wouldn't.
You still
I bet he wouldn't mix him up with Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, probably not.
You white motherfucker.
Yeah, give it to me. I deserve it.
You're fucking.
Okay, I'll show you. This is how you take. You just go ahead. First of all, what you got to do is
hold this L real quick. Hold it. Just hold it for me.
I'm gonna hold that one, and then on top of it,
I've seen white people before. You know what I'm saying? But you, motherfucker, man, you white as mayonnaise, man.
get it ready for Gabe. Get the drop ready for Gabe the air horn because Gabe said, "Mike."
That's deep cut, bro. That's
God bless you. Go Irish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So in my head, I had said Jordan, and Jamal came out.
See how it happens? Like, see how it happens?
Mixing up Jamal, a J name with another J name is not the same as saying, "Hey, tickling your penis." Now that's something you can say in front of kids. One of these things is not like the other.
That is not what I was trying to communicate, though.
Oh,
that's a word for word. That's what you said.
It is what
that's
you
exactly
said.
what
you
said.
keep trying to back
when you say so many words in a day, sometimes they get mixed up in that order. Like, you know what? Shit happens.
I don't think that'll hold up in court, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
When you say a lot of things in the day, sometimes you say the wrong thing.
So it sounds like Mookie. It sounds like Mookie should be on a word counter then. After so
That's not
many,
a bad
he just
idea, like a
runs
pitch.
I want
out.
somebody to
He
just follow
runs out,
Mookie
he's gotta
around
be
with a
mute.
clicker, just like, hey, you're getting up against it, man. You're gonna have to shut the fuck up soon. You're at the
you know what?
It's like
though,
it's only
honestly,
4:00 in the afternoon. I know you've talked
and
a
I'd
lot.
be like, fuck yes. Then you get the rest of the day off. You ain't gotta do shit. And Scott, you can still get to take care of like the important things. Like
sign language
you need
doesn't
to
count
do.
again. Your word counter. You can still get that universal language, baby.
That's right.
Mookie turns into Kevin from The Office, where he's like, "Why use more words when more words work?"
I mean, he was onto something clearly. But here's the question: should it be a word counter, or just like in Cinderella at midnight, the pumpkin it turns back into a pumpkin or whatever? Is there like a deadline, like a time of day? Just like at midnight, nothing good happens after midnight. Like after 5 p.m., nothing good comes out of my fucking mouth. Like
I wouldn't give you that late in the day.
What time? What?
Miller for 3. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
You shot it early. We still have
No, we did not.
My clock is 9:30. I don't give a shit.
How long we've been live?
9:30.
1:29:50.
No,
I
go by the actual.
1:30.
I go by the actual
Nope.
clock. I don't give a fuck
Bullshit.
about what time we went live.
Bullshit.
The clock says 9:30. You were speaking. You were.
Miller for 3. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
I go by the time that the show has been live, sir, because that's when it goes into overtime. At an hour and a half of being live.
No, at
overtime.
9:30. At 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we are in
Scott,
overtime.
Scott, look at what the live.
Nah,
Look at what-
fam.
We had the same discussion last week. Does that mean you owe free pizza? Because under your rules, we would have been late.
No, we were not late on the actual clock. The actual clock, it was 8:00, and when I hit that button, it said 9:30. Sorry, bro.
No,
I'm with Scott on this one. I'm with Scott
thank you.
because before he even dropped the overtime drop, you couldn't hear me say it because Mookie was yammering on about whatever the fuck he was yammering on about. And I was watching the clock at 9:29, and as soon as it hit 9:30, Scott had it. Scott had it. He hit the drop, so I got to give this one to Scott because I said who's going to hit the overtime drop, and while I was saying that, Scott hit it.
I'm peeling back the curtain a little bit here, Scott. I know we said we didn't want to do it earlier. God damn it, you son of a bitch. Here's what really upsets me about this. All right. Here's what really upsets me about this. I saw your eyes. I knew you did.
I got focused. I telegraphed
the fuck out of it. And here's what pisses me off. I saw your eyes and I tried to sign language you to be like, me and you same team. And I was going to throw it back to Mookie just with like 10 seconds to go and fucking nail him. But you went early and fucked up the whole plan.
Well, see, and the funny part is I was like, well, I see in my mind, I was like, I'm making it so obvious. And I know Mookie's not self-aware enough to be paying attention. I'm like, Mike might notice that I'm staring and trying objectively to like keep it. I was staring, and I was also just like, I kept my comments real quick. I'm like, yep, it's not gonna be. It was like hot potato. I'm like, I'm not gonna let that fucking thing be on me. 9:30, I don't give a shit. And I was like, well, see, I don't think Mike's gonna talk, and we had him right there. But right in, it was like, well, it's just unfortunate. In my mind, I was like, oh, this is unfortunate, but Mike's getting it again.
Well, and that's the thing is I was amping up the question to throw it to Mookie with 10 seconds to go to the live time, and you just jumped in. You jumped in early.
Better lucky than good. I don't know. That's all I got to say.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. Football. Did you guys know we get an NFL game this week?
What?
Are you serious?
Yes.
I got the notification that there was new episodes of Hard Knocks, but I had no idea there were games being
Hall of
played.
Fame game is Thursday.
Holy
right?
shit.
Matt Barr, am I
Are you
correct on that?
serious?
Is that right? The Hall
Sure.
of Fame
Who gives a shit? It's pretty.
I'm Googling now, so
I'm pretty sure the Hall of
I-
Fame game is Thursday.
I could not care less about preseason football because it's the time when everybody falls in love with some 17th string player that isn't going to make the team, and it doesn't matter. And especially now with 3 preseason games, wake me up when the games count. Wake me up when they count. I'm not watching anything.
Ooh, but Matt, you can bet on these.
Mookie.
Over under opening at
Mookie.
31.5.
Oh, are they? Okay. Mike, will you hit the drop for me?
Sure, if I can find it.
Oh, God damn it. You're supposed to be...
Who isn't having fun because you're the party's degenerate gambler.
But
Bart, he moved them all around on me.
But ESPN, they've got like new stuff on their stuff now, so you can see they keep the opening line there, so you can compare it with the live line as you're looking at the games. This is fantastic.
Did you say they have stuff on their
stuff?
Yeah. Are they fucking Oreos? What is going on right now?
They've got mega stuff on their stuff.
They got new information on their score chips.
There you go.
I got stuff all over my first fingers.
Somebody's been on Tinder in the Olympic Village. We really think we're gonna make it 4 more years.
I love how we spend our overtime time. This is it right here. Just we spend we spend extra time with this show to argue about how we ended up in extra time on the show, and then by making just petty inside the show jokes. This is time well spent. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that this is folding within the next 4 years. Get the flights to LA booked. Mookie, live from Ireland. We'll be live in LA.
Mookie's live from Northern Ireland, where he doesn't.
I'm not mad at it. That'd be a good time.
Yeah, he can be our Ireland correspondent. We'll be in LA.
Can I go to like the Jameson distillery and shit like that?
You're going to Northern Ireland, not Ireland. You're going to Northern Ireland.
They don't have whiskey.
Rory's not going to talk to you.
Sarah said, "Hey kids, I got some double stuff."
Oh, come on, Sarah. Don't do me like that.
Double stuffs do make my penis tickle, though. I mean, if we're being honest.
How about these beers we're drinking?
We got a lot to talk about still. We are not done with this show. Guys, the surprise onside kick is dead. It's over. It's gone. Part of the rule changes with the new kickoffs we talked about a long time ago. But part of the rule changes that flew completely under the radar. But now,
did you do the football intro?
Yeah, I did.
No, okay. I felt like I saw it tonight, but I couldn't remember.
I did.
Like, when did we start talking about football?
I did, and then we immediately we started talking Hall of Fame game, and then immediately derailed. Live from Somalia. Well done. Somalia, great content producer.
Big content producer.
The number 1 content producer.
Mookie will be the captain there.
I feel like I fit in well. Pirates gamble a lot. You want to see a degenerate? Go see a pirate.
Oh my god!
What?
Not a word. We've established this. Like
this guy drinking non-alcoholic beer with his
that was the
rambling.
biggest mistake I've made in weeks.
You guys want to see degenerates? Pirates, they're fucking.
I got a tickle penis. What?
I gotta tell you, that's a good save by Mookie because he said pirate instead of the other thing he could have said, and that would have been real bad.
Do you think that would be
talking about Somali pirates? He's like, these degenerates, the pirates. Not the first part. That's a good save. Good save.
No more surprise onside kicks, guys. It has to be the 4th quarter. You have to be losing, and you have to tell the officials before the kick that you're going to do an onside kick. Matt Barr with his 5th finger firmly down on this one. He does that.
5th finger.
I agree. This is terrible, right? Like,
yeah,
what are we doing? Why are we doing this?
Because in the quest to make NFL less NFL, this is just another move forward. every year, every offseason, it just something happens with the league that just makes me go, all right. Like, I guess like this is how football is now. It just whatever.
It's really disappointing. Rex, no, it is no longer a surprise to the receiving team. Like they're alerted. It's kind of like when a tackle eligible comes in,
right?
They have to like announce that there's an onside,
which is like the whole point of the onside kick is the element of surprise, right? Like most of the time.
Well, not even that. No, that's not because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, they really like they're killing a part of the game. Most onside kicks, are going to be onside kicks. Like the way they line up, the formation, it's like, all right, here comes an onside kick. We go in onside kick, recover. But the last successful onside kick was in the last successful surprise onside kick was in 2022. When I forget who did it to the Chiefs. Somebody came out and did it to the Chiefs to start the game with just like everybody's fanned out like it's a normal kickoff. You just dribble one and then the kicker falls on it 10 yards later. Like that is gone.
Why?
Perfect example of a surprise onside kick is the Saints doing it in the Super Bowl, coming out in the second half, kicking the onside kick, surprising with that one. It's gone. And the reason why is because of the rules that if you are kicking off, it has to land in the landing zone between the 20-yard line and the goal line of the opposing team.
So whatever. So some dumbass rule that they made affected that. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. The NFL continues to fuck up their own game with their dumbass rule changes. That's the bottom line.
Correct. And we're still going to watch
They'd already killed the onside kick when they said you have to make it a non-stack side, right?
Right.
5 people on one side of the kicker and 5 people on the other. No, fucking line 10 people up on one or 9 people up on one side of the kicker, the other as a safety valve, and run at it. Who cares? Why? I don't understand the onside kick rules. I don't understand. I understand the big kickoff rules where we're trying to prevent these guys from murdering their wives and children at 33 and not wanting them to have head-on collisions. But an onside kick is no worse than any given play. Let it happen. And especially with the surprise onside kick, like we seen Pat McAfee just do it randomly.
I mean, Devin Hester hasn't killed anybody, and he returned.
Well, because he didn't get hit.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, get good.
Yeah, but
they shouldn't have changed the rule. They should have just sent out a league-wide memo that said on kickoffs, get good.
For immediate release. But the commissioner, hey, kickoff returners, get good.
We're not changing the rules. You guys are getting CTE. Get good.
8 of the dudes that were blocking for Devin Hester can't now eat their NFL-sponsored chunky scoop by themselves because they were blocking for Devin Hester. But Scott's response is get good.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, blocker, get good. I don't know what to tell you. Why are you blocking like that? Get good. Block better.
Evolution didn't help you out. You'd had more cushion in that brain cavity. You'd have been fine. Get good. I mean, really, it's just survival of the fittest out there, ain't it? Like, we're just kind of natural selection, but with pads on. Like, that's it. See, I could do PR for the NFL. That should be the league slogan: natural selection, but with pads on.
2 first fingers up, Scott. Good work.
Thank you.
All right. Before we get out of here, I have to do this story because it's a baseball story. We got to shoehorn baseball in here.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
So the trade deadline ended today. There was a trade that happened between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox where Danny Jansen, a catcher from the Blue Jays, was sent to Boston as part of this trade. Here's the amazing part of this. Normally, you'd be like, who cares? That's ridiculous. This has the possibility to be the coolest thing in baseball history. So previously, the Blue Jays were playing the Red Sox. The game was suspended while Danny Jansen was at the plate with an 0-1 count. All right, so the game gets called. Eventually, it's postponed, and then it gets canceled. Rescheduled for later on in August. In between when that game gets canceled and that rescheduled time, Danny Jansen gets dealt to the Red Sox. So now, if this game is removed and Danny Jansen is on the starting roster playing this game, it is very possible that he will play offense and defense for both teams in the same at bat of a game. And that is the most mind-blowing, awesome baseball thing I have ever heard. I love this. And if the Red Sox do not put him in to start this game when it's resumed in late August, burn the whole city to the ground. Like they have the opportunity to do the coolest thing in the world. And if they don't do it, the whole city ransack it all. Mookie, you don't look impressed with.
I'm slightly confused.
What's there?
So like what is he actually physically expected to do then? Do they have to play with basically one missing spot on defense while he stands at the plate and hits the ball?
The Blue Jays have to have a pinch hitter come in and assume the 0-1 count. So they use a substitution to substitute out Danny Jansen, and the Red Sox would use a substitution to sub Danny Jansen into the game at the catcher spot. It's got to happen. That's where it's not going to happen, though. The Red Sox are going to be like, well, we're not going to sub in a guy and mess this all up. But
dumb. That's what's dumb about suspended games, is that this can happen, and players that are involved in the original game aren't even on the team anymore or whatever. Obviously, you never see it happen where they switch teams in the suspended game for later on. Like, this is the only time this would have happened in Major League history. But that's the dumbest thing about suspended games. It's like, either just figure out a way to play it like immediately or just cancel it all outright. Like, the idea of suspended games that you play months later is so fucking stupid in baseball. So fucking stupid.
It's stupid, but it gives us this amazing opportunity.
Right. Well, yeah, but the fact that it's never happened, it's so baseball.
Imagine the old white guy that's up in the box when the
scoring
game
this.
moves.
Oh,
yes,
God,
keeping
head
score.
is going to explode.
His dick is probably tickling.
No, his dick is not tickling. This makes him angrier than.
This is what he lives for at this point. This is
going to make some scorekeeper angrier than he's ever been in his entire life. Like, he is going to write a strongly worded letter to the commissioner's office about how upset he is that this was allowed to happen. Yeah.
Good. This is fucking awesome. And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to take Tim Kirchin's little brain, where he talks about how there was some guy in the 70s that was at bat when the rain was out on the road against the Yankees, but it was, 74 degrees outside, and he had a better record than some. I want this to break Tim Kirchin's brain. I want this to just completely destroy his idea of what a baseball.
Shit.
He's the king of useless fucking stats. The cherry pick stat. I have a drink. I have a drinking game. It happens when you're watching a game. If there's a cherry pick stat,
Tim Kirchin is a national treasure. I don't feel like
I'm
not
here. Saying there's anything bad.
I don't feel like I'm here for that slander.
I want to break his brain. I want to break his brain. And this is awesome. And if Boston doesn't do it, I mean, you say burn down Fenway. What's it going to take? One city block because that stadium's fucking dumb and built in a ridiculous way. Oh, no. What are they going to do? Drop their R's? Shame for Boston. How could that happen?
Also, how great would it be if the commissioner sent back to the scorekeepers just a commissioner's note that said, "Get good." Hey, scorekeeper, get good.
There's the dismount. Let's talk about these tonight. Rating him on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Scott, what was in your mug, dog or no dog?
I was wrapping up my Sonder Divots, their iced tea, lemonade, ale combination. We all know it's the Arnold Palmer, but it's a dog. It's so crushable. In fact, I was left sitting here for the last 20 minutes or I don't know, 30 minutes. I guess it depends on which clock you're looking at, Mike's or mine, without any beer. So it's a dog. Hey, man, Joe.
Mookie, you were acting drunk but drinking non-alcoholic. What were you doing tonight?
I was drinking Budweiser Zero, and it's a dog.
Could have fooled me.
I'm out of words. I'm done.
What were you drinking tonight,
Hardywood, Distorted Perception, New England IPA, 7%. I mean, clearly it's a dog. Listen to me. Dog.
I had Dominga Grapefruit Roma from New Belgium. Absolute dog. This is 8%. This one hit your boy pretty hard towards the end of the night here. Definitely a dog. Fellas, this is a show.
This was a show. Oh my God.
What a way to end my 30s with Mookie diddling kids and
I ain't no fuck. No,
Hey, Mike.
no, I didn't mean that. I meant tickling.
Happy early birthday, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is
You old bitch.
My
I can buy
birthday
you first fingers for your birthday.
My birthday falls on Tuesday, so I don't know.
Wait, what? So you're going to be hosting the show? Cool. We'll
Hey,
see you on
I don't
Thursday.
know.
Or we'll see you on Tuesday. No. You'll be here.
We'll see what's going on. But yeah, it's next Tuesday. I'm 40, so fucking tune in for that shit. That's going to be a show. I'll be drinking all day.
I was going to say, I feel like you're going to finish a fifth of Jameson.
That's why it's questionable whether I will be here. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to whatever this was. We really appreciate
It was a show.
It was a show. This was the show.com. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. If you have a friend that you think would enjoy this ridiculousness, send them the link. Be like, hey, check these guys out. They start off really old, and then the alcohol hits them, and then it's really funny. Tell your friends to check us out. Have them sub. Be sure to follow us, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're on all of those. Join the Facebook group. I've cleaned it up. We've done a pretty good job. It's cool again. So go ahead and join that and come hang out. It's basically the show in between the show. It's the comment section come to life. So come see all the people that you see commenting on the show in the Facebook group. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there on the Belly Up Sports Podcast Network. Go subscribe, rate, review to all of those folks. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
If I ever run into a motherfucker that said they listened to this show and they didn't like it, I am definitely hitting them with the get good.
Well, fuck it, we ball.
You never walk alone, dog. Maybe Thursday be coming for you. Let's go, Gunners.